What's on, guys? Right, this video marks the start of a new series. This video is the first video in the Grow with Mo series. So basically this series is just going to be about my off season, about gaining muscle, the type of food that I eat, a vlog based series that is literally just fuckery and trolling and the fuckery that goes on in my life, with a kind of bit of emphasis on the type of food that I'm eating in order to gain muscle and what I'm doing in terms of diet and nutrition. It seems only fitting that I start the first video of the series with a bit of information on how I'm working out my bulk, what I'm doing for my bulk, and just basically how I'm going about everything. That's what this series is going to be about, and here is how I'm going about doing things. A few weeks ago, I was very ill. Most of you probably know this. If you're fairly new to this channel, you might not, but I got very ill. On the day I was going to start my bulk, I got very ill, lost 15 pounds. 15 pounds of muscle, went up in body fat, and just basically lost all gains. I started my bulk a month later than I wanted to, because what I did in that month was I drastically reduced calories down to about 2,400 calories, really slammed them down just to try and shed as much fat as possible, not really caring for the amount of muscle that I lost. Right, especially being ill as well, and especially staying shredded and trying to cut and dropping my calories and having low calories all summer, it's really made changes occur to my metabolism. Right, so before we start, you've basically got this thing called Metabolic Adaptation. It's Lane Norton does a lot on it. Lane Norton's one of the few guys that I believe naturals in the fitness industry, so I really rate his stuff. If you have very low calories for any long period of time, even though, let's assume your weight doesn't change in this theoretical situation, even though your weight might not change, your metabolic rate might drop, so your maintenance calories will drop. The amount of calories you need to maintain that weight may go down. Let's say you're stuck in the wild and you're starving and there isn't a lot of food. I've got chewing up my hand. Your metabolic rate is going to drop in order for your body basically to survive. So by cutting calories and going on lower calories than what you're used to for any period of time, is going to see your metabolic rate dropping. And what that means is, if you go back to the amount of calories that you're previously on, going by the assumptions that you previously made, you can put on fat very, very easily. And then when you try and get rid of the fat, it's going to be a lot harder to get rid of the fat because your metabolic rate was up there and now it's down there, so you've got to eat that much less calories in order to burn the same amount of fat. So I was given this number, but I also knew that I'd been on 2,500 calories for last month trying to lose weight. Normally what I'd do is I'd reverse diet by slowly adding in around, let's say, 25 to 100 calories each week, then slowly upping my carbohydrate intake to increase my calories until I've got to a point where I'm gaining a nice amount of weight. Basically, I was going to slowly reverse diet until I was bulking by adding in 50 to 100 calories per week to get back up to my maintenance. That was the idea when I wanted to do a lean bulk. If you're doing a lean bulk, you're going to really restrict the amount of muscle that you can put on in a certain amount of time. If you do a dirty bulk, you are probably, and assuming you get all the right micronutrients, the right macronutrients, you are probably going to be able to put on a lot more muscle than the person doing a lean bulk, assuming you're a natural athlete. Obviously, I want to put on the most amount of muscle as possible. And here's the thing as well. Given the length of time I've been training for 4-5 years now, it's going to be a lot easier for me to lose fat than it is to gain muscle. So, although the original plan was to do a lean bulk, and last year I did a dirty bulk, I'm going to go somewhere in the middle of that and do like an intermediate bulk. I want to basically put on as much muscle as I can, but also kind of keep off the fat. My goal isn't to stay mega shredded. My goal is just to kind of keep some form of leanness whilst putting on as much muscle and as strength as humanly possible. Simply because I lost that 15 pounds. I lost so much muscle right before I was to start bulking. So I've got even less time in my off season to put on more muscle, so I'm sacrificing some shreds for size. Here's how I'm going to go about calculating things. This video is going to be so fucking long. Let me know how you feel about like a 20-minute video, whatever this is going to be, because this is going to be a long video. This is how I calculate my bulk and calories. This is how I'm calculating this bulk and working everything out. I went onto a calculator online and I got a number of 2,800 calories. On this bulk, I'm going to basically stick to a number of 1 gram per pound of body weight as my protein intake. 1 to, let's say, 1.2. I'd recommend 1, but I just go slightly higher. I got something in my eye. And given my kind of endomorphic / mesomorphic body type, it's better to go a little bit higher with that protein intake than if you were an ectomorph, say, and you wanted more carbs. But yeah, so 1 gram per pound of body weight is the number I'm going for. Let's assume that I'm 180 pounds, as I said earlier, and you're like, Mo, that's not 1 gram, that's more. Okay, because I was ill, I'm going to be able to put on muscle very, very quickly and get back to where I previously was very quickly. So that's why I'm going with slightly more protein, just because it's not really appropriate to base the calculations on my body weight when my body weight is a lot less compared to what it normally is. The old muscle that I had will come back like that. It will come back very quickly just because I've already had that muscle there. So that's why I've kind of gone a little bit higher of a protein intake. So 2,800 calories, which is made up of 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. There's 4 calories per grams of protein. So let's just do this times this. I'm not actually doing it right now, so it's really confusing to speak about, which equals this number here. And then what we're also going to do is I go with the number 25% of my total calories is going to be from fats. So I do 2,800 divided by 100 to get 1%. And then 1% is this number. And then what I do is I times this number by 25 to get 25% of my total calories. What I then do is, because 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories, is I divide that number by 9, which gives me the amount of fat that I should eat on a daily basis. To work out carbohydrate intake, what I basically do then is I add up what I've previously worked out and take it away from the total calories that I have, and then I'll get a number. That number is the amount of calories left over, removing the calories from proteins and fats. What I'll do then is I'll divide that number by 4, because there's 4 grams of, no, because in 1 gram of carbs there's 4 calories, and that will give me the amount of calories in the carbohydrates. No, that will give me the amount of carbohydrates in grams. I've explained this so shittly. If you want more details on working this out and a less complicated version, go to my video here on bulking. But be warned, I do jump straight to 500 calories on this video because I was young and naive and uneducated. What I would do now is I'd slowly taper in the calories rather than jumping straight to bulking calories. But anyway, yeah. So those are my macros, and that is what I have been on, but I'm on more than that now. I'm on 3,000 calories now because, as I said, I've been slowly adding carbohydrates. This video was, this bit was so long. I just want to get it out of the way. It's done. Let's leave it at that. Let's do some other shit. Bro, I've heard that if you eat that raw, it makes muscle protein synthesis 10 times effective.
Like a fucking noodle.
Is that out of a freezer?
Yeah.
What, you've frozen that?
Yeah, is it safe?
Yeah, it'll be fine, man. Rate out of 10.
4. Wait.
I've been off cycle for about 3-4 days now, off my pre-workout cycle. So what I do is, because if you like put anything in your body for a prolonged period of time, your body's gonna get used to it and it's gonna stop having such an effect. So I take pre-workout. I take it a lot when I cut, but I don't take it quite so much when I'm bulking. So what I do is every few weeks, if I'm using pre-workout like every other day, I'll just go off it for a week. I've been off it for about 3 days, and I need it, man. I need it back in my life. So I'm coming back for a bang. Bring every pre-workout you own to the front room. So maybe if we take every single pre-workout ever made, it'll make us really fucking strong. So we got Protein Dynamics pre-workout, Absolute Protein pre-workout, Blackstone Labs DMAA pre-workout, or Blackstone Labs DMA pre-workout. We got Gold Standard pre-workout, Grenade pre-workout, C4 pre-workout, and then also we have
Creatine.
It's creatine.
Yeah.
Creatine. I don't want creatine. And then we've got some other Grenade pre-workout. All right, we'll go for like 2 grams of each because we don't want to die.
You can insert the photo of me dying on the sofa.
Oh shit.
This is your idea.
It's not going to fit in the scoop.
If I would just check.
Mate, I'm scared. Fuck. Right, fuck it.
That's not... Oh wow.
Don't worry, bro. All this pre-workout's gonna make me so strong and shredded. How are we gonna take this?
Anally.
Sniff it.
There we go.
That doesn't look fucking vile.
Right. The experiment of one of every pre-workout known to man. Mate, look at the top, look at it smoking. We're like pioneers. Pre-workout pioneers. There's mosamuels, and this is how you have a seizure. I'll give you guys a little taste test first of all. Oh my god.
Mo finishes first.
Fuck.
That's so horrible. Right.
not good at pulling out either. I might tell that story. If you want to hear the story about... Oh, well, I got two stories actually. One's
The nut story.
One's a putting it in, and the other one's a Snapchat windmill story. If you want to hear those, ask me, because they're like 5 minutes long. I don't know whether to put them in or not, but if you really want to hear the stories, I'll tell you. So chest, back. That is the program that we're doing. I might show you it if you're lucky. No! That's what happening. That's what...
Last night, Nathan came down from Portsmouth, and John, Andy, and Nathan all went out and got fucked up last night. Basically, John trained, Andy didn't train. He's been in bed all day, barely eating anything. He's meant to be bulking, meant to be gaining weight, so he's well under his calories. So, we're gonna make him a mass gainer shake. What have you eaten today, mate? Give me a calorie lowdown.
1,322 calories.
They say that the best cure for a hangover is to stay drunk. We're gonna put this in to make him less
Perfect fit, they're designed for this.
Wow! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. And you better drink all this. Right, we're only fitting 4 in here. What's that? 3, 6, 9, 12. That's like 1,500 calories. I know. Should use full fat milk. If you want to make gains, use full fat milk. Let's see. Ingredient. We're not to put protein shake in because there's enough protein in the peanut butter and there's enough protein in that as well. 70 grams of PB in here. Real talk. People say that they can't make gains, they can't get the calories in, but look how easy and healthy. Look how easy and healthy this is. So let's go 3 tablespoons. Right, let's get on another 500 calories of these guys. If anyone fucking tells me they can't gain weight and they can't get enough fucking calories in, what the fuck is the matter with you? Let's add more PB. Mo's Kitchen. Episode 1 is how to gain weight if you're a skinny, useless fucking ectomorph that can't eat. This one, 1,500. 1,500. 100% lean, 100% vegan, 100% natural gains. So we'll put one of these on just to keep it vegan.
Just tastes real chocolatey.
Oh shit, go on, taste that.
It tastes quite good.
Andy,
What?
I have for you 1,600 calories of pure gains. No, wait. After he drinks this, he's gonna look like Rich Piana.
Yeah.
He might be not recognisable, but it's gonna be fucking Andy, right? It will be Andy. It'll be the same guy. Come on, bro.
In your head, oh, the fuck hell, he's going for it.
It's bits of it, man. Mate, you have to finish it.
Now we can tell him the macros. 3,000 calories.
Oh, fuck you.
200 grams of fat.
Oh, fuck me.
In there was 4 cupcakes, a litre of milk, 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, crushed 100 grams of peanut butter, 70 grams of M&Ms, 1 basil leaf, and several shots of JD.
And what?
Jack Daniels.
Right there. Look at it. That mess is a perfect symbol of the current state of my life at the moment. This week has been a fucking mess. Like, I'm not gonna say it again because I said it and then something worse happened, but I might be able... Alright, basically everything that has gone wrong, everything that could go wrong, has gone wrong to a certain extent. But basically I said everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. midway through this week and more stuff went wrong. So I don't want to say that again. But I've written a list of everything that's gone wrong this week. This week has, like, life has fucking shat all over me this week. It's really tested me in terms of trying to stay positive and just trying not to be a little bitch and sit in a corner and cry. But so far this week, basically I was involved in a motorbike accident over the summer. That case, basically I've lost that case, which means I'm gonna get no money for my motorbike. I've got no money to buy a motorbike, and this number right here is the amount of money I currently have in my bank account. I've lost my motorbike case, which was meant to get money for because it fucked me up in terms of injury as well, and I got my motorbike trashed. But I'm not going to be able to get that. I'm going to have to pay around £1,000 to my insurance to cover my excess. Took my car in for an MOT. My car that I used to get to hospital appointments, used to get jobs, used to get work, used to get money, completely failed the MOT. So my car has been scrapped. Got no money to buy another one. I'm going to have to pay for the MOT even though I haven't got a car anymore. And I've got £0. To top it off, the police also decided that the accident was my fault. So now I've got to go on a driver's awareness course. But basically that's going to take up a whole day of my life. That's going to cost me another £100. So I'm probably around £2,000 in debt by now, and I still need to find a car. Some of you know as well, my leg is also fucked up. Basically, I've been trying to get this new experimental surgery. There's nothing they can do about my leg in terms of fixing it or making it better. But there's this new surgery that's done by private healthcare, which was meant to cost around 10 grand. Went for a consultation for the surgery, and they basically said that because I haven't got cancer, or because it wasn't caused by cancer, they probably can't fix me. It's a 50-50 chance of stopping my condition from getting worse, or a 50% chance of making it worse. So it's never going to be better, but they might be able to stop it from getting worse. So that was shit. On top of that, it's meant to cost £10,000, which is, my parents are divorced, which is more than my parents earn in an entire year. I say luckily, I don't know, every cloud is a silver line kind of thing. My grandma died last year, left my mum some money. My mum was going to use a bit of that money to pay for my surgery, which has now been moved up to £15,000. But unfortunately, there's like this court battle going on between her and her siblings and stuff like that. It doesn't look like she's getting the money anytime soon, so that's shit. So I got told I was going to get surgery stopping my leg from getting worse, and I don't actually know if it's happening anymore. Leg scan in London as well, which is going to cost another £750. London's like 4 hours away. I don't have a car to get to London, so I've had to book a train and stay there for a night. Oh yeah, and then to top things off, I went to a doctor's appointment because my leg had been really bad. Like a few months ago, I lost 15 pounds, didn't I? I got pretty fucked up. And they just wanted to find out what caused that, because with my condition in my leg, that kind of stuff isn't normally typical. And it turns out, you ready for this? It turns out that I also have arthritis, that thing that old people get. Also have arthritis in my knee and ankle on top of the condition that's getting worse in my leg and will never get better in my leg. So the type of arthritis that I have is only going to get worse as I get older, and it's only going to make me more crippled. So I basically got two stupidly rare things in my leg considering my age, and pretty fucking shit. But moving onwards and upwards, just needed to get all that shit off my chest. No, that's what I wanted to say actually. So, you crying for me yet? Have I got some tears going? Basically, this wouldn't be a full day of eating without food in. So this last bit is just going to be a full day of eating, a day of eating food. I'm really hungry, so I'm going to eat one rice cake with like a little bit of cashew butter before I train, and then I'm going to train in about half an hour's time, have the rest of my food after that. I don't know if you can see this, but this, basically, I'm fucking soaked. It's like 5:20. I've only eaten what you saw this morning today. I went and brought some popcorn as well, but now I've got like all my food to eat. I ate this on the way back. This stuff's dope. I have got, so 2 bits of chicken breast, 1 steak hash, which is basically just like a burger made from lean cuts, I think. So it's basically just beef. And then I got 150 grams of rice, pasta sauce, cheese, and then Reese's Pieces. I might eat the Reese's Pieces now. I'll see if I can cope until my pasta's ready. Because like generally after a workout, I'll have a very carby meal with sugar in, and a meal with a lot of protein in as well. But I kind of try to avoid a lot of fat after a train, because if you're spiking your insulin and then you're having a lot of fat as well, there's a chance that you're gonna store a lot of that fat as fat. Also, sometimes I meal prep, sometimes I don't. Today, I'm not really meal prepping. I'll shove the beef and the chicken in the oven together, just leave that to cook, then leave all the rice going at once. Basically cook everything together. So I'm gonna cook everything now
for my meals later tonight as well, just to kind of save a bit of time. And if you can't get the calories in as well, like people say I can't actually get the calories. Like I said earlier, I was joking about being a faggot and not being able to eat the calories. But if you can't actually eat a lot of food and you don't really like food, then cook nice fucking food. Don't cook shit food. Cook food that tastes nice. Don't cook food like that. What the fuck is that?
Chicken.
Complete it, mate. I've always turned my nose up at peanut butter products, like things with peanut butter in. But these, man, they're like crystal fucking meth. It's been a whole 7 minutes since I ate the Reese's Cups and my other meal. And I'm so hungry. The food's just about ready now. Oh, I've got to cook the veg. I've got to like boil the veg first, frozen veg. I've got to boil the frozen veg. Fuck, I can't speak. I've got to boil the frozen veg first, but the food's just about ready. So it's probably better to wait a couple of hours in terms of like muscle protein synthesis and optimizing your protein intake and stuff like that. It's probably best to wait a few hours after getting like sufficient amount of protein in a meal. But I'm just so hungry, gonna have another meal now, and then I'll save I'll have like the steak or the chicken now, and then save the rest till later. Oh fuck! These don't fit my macros, but don't tell anyone. I'm really fucking hungry, so I'm gonna eat some raisins. If I can recommend you buy one thing, like one cooking appliance to make your life easier, it's gonna have to be a rice cooker. So, rice cooker is the way forwards. Right, one, because you can just leave it on for like 2 hours. And two, the rice it makes is so fucking good. 75 grams of rice, 200 grams of veg, and then 1 chicken breast, butterflied, roasted, and then I got sweet chili, soy sauce, Chinese five spice, ginger, garlic, blah, blah, blah. So salt, sweet chili, soy sauce on there.
So we're gonna get the day started.
If you do any type of science degree, you better fucking hope that you're good at maths, because science is maths.
Ah! No, I'm shooting with my gas gun. No, you can't shoot Mo, because then Mo's shooting. Oh yeah, I've got to shoot you.
Not the neck! Ah, you fucking... This is why rice cookers are the greatest thing ever invented. 200 grams of veg, green beans and broccoli, and then 75 grams of rice, and I have some soy sauce on that, a bit of salt, and maybe some sweet chili. That's everything that I ate today, apart from the 1 Snacker Jack and cashew butter, and what's the other thing? A couple of sugar-free marshmallows. But I didn't tell you those because I didn't log them, I didn't count.